So watch this. As I sit down here, my feet stay on the horizontal surface of the planet Earth, neutral, from dorsiflexion or plantar flexion. Traveling up to my pelvis, it can also stay neutral from posterior or anterior rotation because the chair is flat. Watch me sit down here. Okay. Now this is starting to get too high. Ideally, it's slightly lower, so it's clearing the musculature of the rear of my upper legs here, the hamstrings. That's an individual height, depending on the height of the human being, and our lower leg bones, right? But as far as the angle of the seat, because my feet are neutral from dorsiflexion or plantar flexion, my pelvis is neutral, and I'll show you, watch this, from posterior rotation or anterior rotation. Look how much motion is in my pelvis on a flat chair with this video's title, on the 12th of July, 2026, chairs have to be flat. Under In The Image Clothing Company's main site here, when I am sitting on a flat chair, the rest of my body not altered, my feet flat on the horizontal surface of the planet Earth, when my pelvis is neutral, watch how much motion is just coming from my pelvis or my hip structure alone. Up in the front and down in the rear from this neutral is posterior with its rotation. Back to neutral, down in the front and up in the rear is anterior with the pelvis's rotation. You notice everything in my body is staying the exact same. Like, look at where my knees are, is the big focus, because my spine will move just because my spine's coming down and connecting into my hips or my pelvis, but there's so much motion in the pelvis if it can remain in this neutral position from posterior rotation or anterior rotation, being determined though by Earth's vertical gravity pull. You notice here, the pendulum of the hand from the other end of the arm at the shoulder can just hang straight down with Earth's vertical gravity pull because there's not a chair to my side here where I can hang my arm down. So, this is a good visual. I'll keep my arm straight with Earth's vertical gravity pull. Watch my pelvis come higher in the front and lower in the rear, posterior with its rotation. Now watch it come back to neutral, meshing with just Earth's vertical gravity pull. Now watch my pelvis come lower in the front and higher in the rear, anterior with its rotation. But this can only ever happen if the chair is flat. The 12th of July, 2026, in the Image Clothing Company's main site here, the video's title, chairs have to be flat. There's no possible opinion to it. It's Earth's vertical gravity pull that determines how the human being, this physical mechanical machine, placed onto this rock in space that is our Earth, functions, right? It's completely entirely determined by things that we don't get to decide. Physics, gravity, the body growing by itself, God's design, and this conditional human being, fueled by food and lubricated by water. It's only what it is. It can only ever possibly do what it can do. Chairs have to be flat. No possible opinion to it on what you'd like to have. People talk about ergonomic chair positions and things like this. You'll never change the vertical pull to gravity on this planet Earth. You also never change the fact that there's a neutral position to the pelvis, which is the same as the bottom of the feet's neutral, which is the same as the horizontal surface of the planet Earth that has a perpendicular angle to the vertical pull to the gravity of the planet Earth.